Okay, guys, we're back. We are 1-1. And we're 6-6 with Brian and Tommy. Okay, we got the live chat flying. Hello, everybody. Stupid. There we go. Okay, Lee Van just runs that rack right out. Okay, there you go. Keep an eye on it.
away from the next featured matchup. In the Samoas and Aaron, TV Marina, Eagle Slide, and Jason Shaw.
Alright, 3-1. I'm back. I thought I turned my mic off and I did not, so you might have heard me kick the supper. But that's okay, right? We're at home this week. Somebody just tried to call me. Hey, Chris. Robbie's trying to get through this rack here. Looks like we're gonna...
Just a little bit more than 10 minutes away from break time here.
Lee's got one of Robbie's breaks now.
Needles fine. Plenty of open seats right now. I suspect he is going to fill up and definitely go on headset for this match as well. And Scott Cross and Mark Wicks in the stats booth. The winner of this match guaranteed. I believe it's 6th place. We'll just say the top 8. Here's the 2024 International Open.
Brentworth still kicking in the semi-pro. Kenny Donald still kicking in the semi-pro. They resume at 9:30 tonight. And Tommy Farrow advanced to the semi-pro out of that last match there. Robbie too here. He's fighting. Call him. It's your other son. Your other son. Read up there a minute, you'll see what he wants. Tell him I don't have no plans as long as he can get me there and get me back. Or do we have plans? Robbie gonna try to put this one to the side here. Here she goes. How are we gonna get on the 2? We got on the 2. Okay, 8 ball's in the way for the bank. South King. Ask him if I'm streaming it or just running it. Tell him we can stream it if he wants. It don't matter. As long as I got enough internet. Huh? Am I running it too? It don't matter to me, but tell him we need to go up there and check their internet. I can tell him how to do it when he's there. Alright. So Robbie had the safe on the 2. LVC wins, huh? I wouldn't doubt it. He took out Fedor pretty serious. 10-6 or something there, I think is what the scorecard said. I'd have to go back and look, but seems to be a pretty solid player. And the 2 is leaked out here. So we're going to give Robbie a chance at it. I'm going to turn that background volume down just a little bit. Everybody agree? How's that? It's loud in my ears. I'm not sure how it is for you guys, but in my ears, it's really loud. We do have the comments up. I did not put this one on Facebook. Didn't waste the time of doing it there and irritating you guys.
I'm telling you, it makes the match so much more enjoyable to watch. Listen to, just raise your hand to hook you up. $5 for the headset that go over your ear, very comfortable. It's Scott Frost and Mark Wilson in the empty stats box. Mike's down here for the entire week. Oh, you want one? All right, come on. Here in just a moment, I'll have my quick quiz for your chance to get in the drawing for the set of tournament calls for the airmen that we will draw names and draw your name possibly if you're going to draw it later on in the tournament.
I like that LVC, kind of like SFR. We'll just call them LVC.
And another announcement after this. So 2 hours at 7:30, this is pretty cool. Omega Billiards is having a open bar. All right, open bar for anybody in the house who go and have a drink in their room over there. And they got I guess the potatoes going and an open bar. Omega Billiards at 7:30.
Well, that's awfully nice of Omega Billiards. Omega Billiards is having the open bar and entertainment at 7:30. There you go. Wonder if we call them, it counts with the local watering hole. Just tell them we're watching on YouTube, right? Hit that like and share, guys. See if we can get this thing over 100 viewers. Then I can message TvMike and say, hey, I got more than you. I did hit more than him in the final match last night, so together we had over 600 viewers, which is pretty cool. We're trying to build up the BilliardNet YouTube channel since Facebook has changed every rule in the country. And making it really hard to do what we do on Facebook. We did finally start the YouTube channel not too long ago, probably 6 to 8 months ago. And people seem to like it better. It's easier to get on your TV or your devices. The chat works pretty good. So we stick with it. They're rebuilding BilliardNet completely after 10 years. Treasure Keto, I think that says you're ready for a drink, right? It's actually kind of cool the way that Zach Goldsmith has set some of these events up. He puts in all the work on these ones. Brackets, digital pool. They got the huge screens at the events now. But he's got cameras on almost every table. So that's how we can flip around back and forth and just show you what you want to see or who you want to see. And when we set up on site, you've got maybe 3 tables that we can get, 3 or 4, depending on the layout of the room. And the angles are kind of goofy. So Zach's made it to where we can get in and use the cameras and make it fan favorites and do things like that. So it's pretty interesting. I'm learning how to move the cameras, and we can't do a lot with them, but we can do some. So get you the best views we can with what we got, right? I'd imagine Derby. We're going to send our cameras over again. James Mondi, I know exactly how you feel and what you're saying, and you think that argument was bad, you should have heard the one that me and Mike had on the phone over it. So build an empire and let somebody just tear it apart for you in 10 minutes, right? It's just a lost cause for me to even talk about it. I actually wanted him to delete the video, both of them. One of the advantages of YouTube and Facebook is you're not FCC, you are not on public television, you have comments, you can make comments. But when it gets out of hand, it's just out of hand. There's still children watching, there's still people watching, so. I probably should have played a commercial right there, but that's okay. Robbie's break. Alternate break, race to 10, I believe still. Final 16, they're going to race to 13. And it will also be single elimination. So for some of the players on the B side, they got a little extra nerves going on. They got to get through this round. It may even be the next round for those fellows. Let me look at that and see exactly where we are. I know we're at top 32. Uh-oh. Well, I took my bracket back off. Got 30 of them playing. So yes, they will have to get through this round. And there'll be a redraw. Your semi-pro matches, junior matches. You want to see somebody, for surely let me know. We can try to catch them. You guys can get the brackets there at digitalpool.com. They're all accessible. They're working on a lot of the redraws right this moment. If you're close by, they do have some fan seats left in the arena. There is a fee. Go down, hang out for the weekend, watch the finals. Down at the hotel in St. Augustine. Hennessy is out. He went out last night. We did stream one match of his. He had the one match go hill, and we streamed that one. We're on the winner's side of things, day 3, and only one. His next champion is going to move into the final 8 right now. You guys ready to find out who's going to be? First up, he's the U.S. Open champion, Royal Open champion, 9-time Promotional champion. I don't have the brackets in here, but let me see. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tag the live scores in. So this will be the live scores stream. So out of these, you still have 2 players left besides these ones, but there's who is left in the top 30. Not sure. Well, the other match was on the stream. I believe it's already done. They just did it just before this. So the winners of these matches will still be in the final 16 and go back to a single draw. Let me see if we have anything on the lower brackets. Sure if they're up yet. I think they're working on them. No, it's still here. Okay. So here's your, whoops. Yes, the winners of these matches will advance to stage 2. Thank you. Please. There is your semi-pro brackets. to go along with it. The last I looked, the junior brackets weren't back up yet. If you want to know the score, I can give you a score. Yeah, that 9-ball combo was pretty crazy. There were some good shots in that match on both sides of it, really. They just came in. I don't think she heard me. She's ignoring me. .49 is not wired. It could go though with a little bit of spin as long as he can swing past this 8-ball. Seems that he can. Thank you. Psst. I'm not quite as much of a talker as some of them. I'll tell you, the dog is fine. He's right here. The cat's right here. Outside of that, we're good. The wife's here eating dinner. Yes, I'm at home in my living room doing this. Saves me about 18, 19 hours of travel. It's not like going to the real events, though. In that case, I saved you some travel time, too. And I won't eat potato chips while I'm streaming. Do we bank or do we make the combo here? Played it smart. May have just barely got him in behind the 6, actually. I'm sure he can catch it off the rail and send it up table, but getting safe on it's going to be rough. a lot of left spin on it. You know, that's a good question right there. What it is against each other. Not bad here. Created some space. Why? Why? Mike, leave my computer on. It's fine. I don't want it that close. Okay. He dug it out. And he's going to get safe. Oh boy. There's a 3-year-old there. Try to jump to the bottom rail. If you're gonna do that, you might as well just hit the ball. I think we're gonna jump this ball. Play the 2-6 combo. Kinda tight, but he's only jumping half ball. Good hit. What's this 2 gonna do here? Okay. This is going to give Robbie a pretty good chance here. Played each other May 23rd, January 25th, July 8th, and July 3rd. Well, no. They've played each other 2 or 3 times here. I can see in the videos. Lee Van and Fedor Gorst. Don't quite have the stats we have on football around here, do we?
Jumps out to a 3-0 lead.
For the support. Enjoy the show. Hey guys, it's TvMike. I've got a really special support raffle going. It's actually been going for a while, but I figured since I'm doing all this great content here that I'd probably get some more support. It's $2,000 choice raffle. It's about 80% of these cues that you see you could pick from, or you can trade up with the value. So it's a 100 spot tip board, 1 for $20, 3 for $55, and 6 for $100. I have the tip board here. I can just put your name on the spots. You can use a Venmo, you can use a PayPal, and you can also use a Zelle, which I will show you the QR code so it goes straight to my Zelle. Thanks for the support. Just scan this at any time, and it'll connect to my Zelle. I don't have Cash App anymore.
so Lee's stretching out a lead here. We all need a new cue. Let us know. You can raffle one. You can buy one. It does payment plans. It helps me out also, so not just Mike anymore. 3 cases of 1-in-1s. The score is 5-2. Directly after the Fargo rate in parentheses is the score. That's what you call pocket speed right there. And we got it laying on the 9. Very nice save there by Lee.
Go check out the Side Legends room and get you signed up this evening.
Gonna get behind the 8. Perfect. A little cat and mouse on the 4 ball here. So you can make yourself super chat or super emoji for a little donation. Never seen that before. I just clicked on the little dollar bill, so I'm like, what's this thing? This is the first time that I've actually got the YouTube chat, that I actually figured it out, because usually I do the Facebook thing. And I said, I gotta figure this out. I know we've done it before. Into the 469? No, not quite. This is kind of dangerous here. He really wanted that 6 to stay in the mix there. In that situation. Because now with the right touch, you make the 4-9. The 6 blocks the 4 in, so getting space and banking it out really makes it tough. Nothing else really to do but that right there. So that is going to give Lee 6. Let's play a little IPTV. Check this thing out.
All right, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me, it's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
All right, Robbie's gonna break. Oh no, did we go dry? Nope, the 7 ball got there. This rack's looking pretty good. Nothing touching, no big issues. 2 back down to the 3, and the 4 5's down with the 9. 5 to the 6 is a long way, but it's every bit possible to get up there. And with the 7 going and the 8 in the side, it really makes a lot more that you can do with the 6. He wants to stay above this 4 here. It could go in the top left or top right, but the bottom right is more economical half table. Wants it straight back out with a bunch of left. We're just going to stop this. Maybe roll just a little. Give himself a little better shot. There you go. Get a little angle, get back up to the 6 ball. Pulling it back 1 rail. Down 6-2. Robbie still looks relaxed in this rack. A little bit less perfect to get to the 9. And just draw down the rail a little ways. There you go. Robbie says I'm not done yet. I can still break and run. Needs a roll or two to get back in the match. Here's a little bit of what the IPTV is. I'll bring it right back.
All right, guys,
just
this is
before the wrap.
TvMike. I'm cutting a new promo for my living room. It's not very high tech, but it does get the job done. So this is a demo of our sponsor's TV streaming service, which you can check out on your Android box, 4K Fire Stick, your phone, or any other Android platform where you can install an application. And I do have a list of them that you can check out. I recommend the 4K Fire Stick with Ethernet, actually, is the #1 choice. But let's get into it here. We have over 5,000 links that are optional up here. You can go through them and find them yourself. Here is...
Okay. Leah's going to break. 6-3 is the score. Watch the 9. Golden breaks count. Uh-oh. Unfortunate kick there off the 1. Lee is not happy with the break at all. Robbie looking at the 7, making sure he can get to it. From the top side. 2-3 is at the bottom with the 8. The 7-9 is a little bit funny, a little bit touchy. He's just gonna roll right through mid-table here for the 2. Gives himself a nice angle off the bottom to come out to the 4. If he needed to bump the 7-9, this is where he'd probably do that. I don't think he does. He's going to come out 2 rails back in. Oh, going to go, yep, back out to the 2nd rail. Left himself plenty to get across the table for the 5. Going back to mid-table, just past mid-table here. He may even go mid-table and go into the 7 with the 5 ball. No, he's got the 7 ball figured out. I believe the 7 actually goes in the bottom right pocket. The 6 ball off the top rail first. He elected not to move the 7 ball. So here's the shot. He is going for the bottom left. Almost looks harder to make it in the bottom left than it does the bottom right. But it may be covered up a little bit. The view is just a little deceiving, we figured out yesterday. We're going to have the referee watch the hit. to the 8. Very nice shot. This is going to bring Robbie back up to break. So the roll that he needed to get back in the match happened on the break with the scratch by Lee. And he runs the table. Back to your promo.
Networks. I'm going to scroll through here. This is basically your extended cable channels. There's a lot of stuff thrown in here extra as well. I'm not going to play anything directly because it just takes too much time. So I'm going to try to cut this video down to 2 minutes. We go over here to
He made it to 3.
US locals. These are your affiliates and statewide news and stuff like that. The list is very impressive. I can't say we have everything, but there's about 600 options in there for you to look at. We have the Canadian networks. We have the UK networks. You can watch billiards under Sky Sport.
Okay, Robbie's ready to break. Breaking ran the last rack, or the last break, and he also ran the last rack off the scratch. 2 balls down, and you can see the 2. No real traffic in this rack. So Robbie's breaking really good. Some scores. Alyssa's is up on Victor, 6-5. Josh Filler's up on Mortiz, 7-5. Niels Feynman and Jason Shaw do not have a score. They must be going to the TV table next. FSR is up 5-6 on Georgie. David Alcadia up 8-3 on Cleto Kachi. Elkin Kachi is up 5-4 on Carlo Beato. Mario He up 7-2 on Joey Tate. John Moore is leading Tommy Toka 6-5. Fedor and Jonas Soto 8-7. Fedor is in the lead. Pius Labutis up 7-3 on JJ Fall. Giorgio Sanchez is up 8-4 on Mickey Krause. Billy Thorpe and Vitalia Pastura is tied at 7. Tyler Steyer and Nokia Oi are tied at 6. That's your update on that. We got some close matches going on. Alright, we've got ourselves in trouble here. Lee says, let me through here, please. He wants to put another digit on, uses the 9, it leaks below it. Still not much to do with the ball here. It could bank back over. The 5 is out of the way. Possibly even use the 8-5. Could play the 4 carom. And he's trying to use the 8-5. At least he's going to use the bottom rail here. Create some space. 5 directly in line. The 1 railer, actually 2 railer is there. And he goes for 1 and does not get there. So this is going to open it back up for Robbie. It was his break, so he has the chance to get the mark back. Throws back really nicely. And the rack just got a whole lot easier now. Five on the side, 6 up, 8 down, 9 in the corner. He's got himself a little over the 8 here, but he's got plenty of distance. Great dead half table. Should be able to stretch far enough. My wife would never reach it, but I think Robbie's got it. Well, I got in trouble for that one. Well, Robbie is up on the table here, so he couldn't reach it as good as I thought. Just not quite comfortable for him. Held through it. Just had to get the right position. A gentleman told me once shooting pool is not supposed to be comfortable. And I thought, okay. Okay, so Robbie has brought it back to a 6-5. And it's going to be Lee's break. The last break he scratched on the side pocket. Unfortunate. He was actually fairly good. He didn't mean uncomfortable, he just meant like it's not supposed to be easy, I guess is what you could say. But that's the way he said it. Was it's not supposed to be comfortable, it's supposed to be challenging. I am 6'3½", so I tend to make some of those shots a little easier than some, or most. Okay, is the one gonna get there? No, it did not. So here's another chance for Robbie. Good point, Ronan. Good point. I've got this pinned ankle now. Now it's a real challenge. Uh-oh, a little oops here by Robbie. So he's going to give Lee the opportunity to get his point on his rack and stay ahead in the match. Seven, 8, 9, a little bit of traffic. 5, 2, 5, a little traffic. put nothing impossible. And what happened here? What have we done? Almost like we got a little excited that we got back to the table and lost focus just enough to miss that ball. It happens. He has ended up pretty safe on it though. Lee has to keep his composure. He's still in the lead. Sometimes when you have a match going the other way a little bit, hey, will you do me a favor? Sometimes emotions get to you when a match starts to turn the other way. Player gets some lucky rolls or what have you. Ball don't quite go the way you think it was going to go. Or you just plain miss a safety or miss a shot. And the pressure really starts to cave in. That's why we call it a mental game. So there's a fine line beside focus and it's going to be okay. So now we've cleared up some traffic, we've made some more traffic, and we've gotten ourselves behind the 7. Very unfortunate roll there. So it seems that Lee may be tightening up a little bit. Robbie is loosening up a little bit. Now we both have to tighten up and find our fine lines here. Thank you. But that's what happens in the game of pool, all right? Your mind starts to play funny tricks. These guys make this look easy. This is some of the hardest jumps there is when the ball's right on a rail. To maintain the ball on the table, the cue ball. Okay. I don't believe he can see the 7, maybe with a slight masse or a jump. He may be able to see just the edge of it. The 3 being on the bottom rail. He could just barely see it. Is he going to clear the... Okay, he clears the 6 ball. Nice shot. That was a problem. I am not sure if he is Filipino or not. I know Lee has been in the mix a little because I've seen over the last year and a half, he's played Federer a few times. And Robbie has been in the mix, so I'm sure it's not the first time they've played. Born in Hong Kong. Thank you. This is top 32, so the winner advances to the top 16, and then it begins single eliminations.
Big sponsors, digitalpool.com. Make sure that you got that on your phone.
So A side, B side don't really matter as much now. You make it through, to the next draw of the top 16. Play the 2-3 combo. The 2 stretches out just a little here. This has gotten a lot harder than it needs to be. One rail back. Gotta work the cue ball back. Really the middle table. And miss the 6. 4 ball sitting in the top left pocket. And he's thinking it slides past this 8. It may. Gonna be a tight fit. The 9-footer's a little more forgiving on this than the bar box is because of the stretched out extra. 16 inches or so. Very nice. He's back on the 6, back on track. Almost on the wrong side of the 6, but he can always come back down and play the 7 in the side. That is kind of funny. Well, look at Efren. Efren don't look 70, what is he, 72 now, 75? He gets around pretty good. I think we're going to follow through here. Oh, wow, he played that in the side pocket. Okay. I didn't see that coming, did you? He's got to hold for the 8 ball here. He might have to go 2 rails back across. And I was just getting ready to say the problem with that is sometimes them corner pockets are stingy. Playing it with speed. So he's got Robbie kind of stuck here. Could always play the 2 rail, play the switch position. The bank is there. You could play behind the 8 ball with the 7. Being very careful with the 9 so you don't scratch in the corner and move the 9 out. You gotta stick it if you try it, because if not, you're gonna leave a fairly decent bank shot. Fly at the 9. I think there's too much room between the 7 and 9 to get safe behind the 9 if you just tap the rail with the 7. You gotta hit a little bit too hard for that. I'm afraid the 7 will float back out. I almost think you gotta fly at this. Aim long rail with some good speed, so if you just miss it, you end up at the top rail. did fly at the 9. Yeah, this is the problem with flying at the 9. The 9 flew right back across. But again, you're the shooter. You have to shoot what you're comfortable with, also. So we had that discussion yesterday. Camouflage was one. I said it just looks like they don't bleach on the floor. It kind of looks like a cowhide pattern almost. As we change tables, it changes quite a bit. So it's very psychedelic. I actually kind of like it. I don't know if I'd want it in my house, but I do kind of like the pattern. There was one section where it was just more brown than white, and it was kind of scattered around on the one table, 24, 25, and I'm like, it really looks like bleaches on the floor. It's ugly, but it's kind of interesting. It's at a hotel down in St. Augustine there. I could tell you what it was. I just can't remember off the top of my head what it was. Renaissance Resort in St. Augustine, Florida. It's on Legacy Trail. Boy, is that not a point. It reminds me of the brown and white cow out west, you know, laying on the floor, carpet. I'm very fortunate there not to scratch that ball a second ago. Play behind a 9 and not going to get there. So the match is really tightened up right here with the 7 ball, with the cat and mouse. Both players maybe needed it a little bit because now they're both really focused, and you can tell they're playing their safeties, they're hitting their marks. We're coming back behind a 9 again. So a few missed balls, and both players said, "Whoa, slow down here." He may have to come into those 2 rails. I think he can shorten it up enough to try to make the 7. I've seen the 9 move just a hair. He did come back into it. Look at this. Uh-oh. Now, this isn't what you wanted to do. Now, do you go for this one or do you play it behind the 8 ball? Either way, you're going to sell out. If you don't keep it behind the 8, you're in trouble. If you don't make the 9, you're most likely in trouble. That 8 ball there really scares me for the side pocket scratch. This is what I was afraid of. It didn't quite sell out though. I mean, this is not an easy shot. Gonna have to come off the rail, catch it perfect. The 7's gonna push towards the right corner. Cue ball may get tangled in with the 9 or help the 9 here. This is a speed shot for sure. Yes, it can. But with that being said, let me look here. I don't think it's going to tell me, but it may. Okay, I don't have the bracket, so I can't tell you what time their next round is because they've taken the bracket down to redo it. Oh, nope, I lied. But I don't have times. I'd almost say it's probably tomorrow. But it could be the 9:30 matches. Let me look here. We got 5:30. Okay, 7:30 is going to be more of the semi-pro. They have a 9-ball tournament. Oh no, that's something else. Okay. Seeing what I wanted to see. Let's see. Fix your score. I can take you out of the rest of the match sometimes too. Not even your next match. Sometimes a grueling rack like that can really bear on a player. So we'll see how they do here. Skip the commercial. Let's get an update. Victor is ahead of Alyssa's 8-6. Giorgio and FSR 7-7. David Alcadia ahead of Cleto, 8-6. Carlo Biotto and Elian Cachi are 6-6. Mario He 9-3 on Joey Tate. Tommy Tokav is 8-6 on John Mora. Fedor Gross has taken the lead with Jonas Soto 9-8. Pius Labudas has stretched the lead to 9-5 over JJ Fall. Giorgio Sanchez is on the hill with Mickey Krause at 9-7. Billy Thorpe and Vitalia is 8-8. Tyler Steyer is leading Nokia Boy 8-6. Yes, Kazakas beat him on the TV table a little bit earlier. So who plays who, they say? Well, we don't really know that because we're going to do a redraw. Actually, we do know that. We've got one more round at 4:45 tomorrow afternoon. Niels Feynman is going to play Martinez. No, they're playing now. Okay, they're playing now. Yeah, so the rest will go to stage 2, so we won't have any idea who's playing who. All I can tell you is who advances. Alex Kazakas has advanced. We knew that. Okay, not much traffic in this rack here. Looking good for Robbie. Just hold the 4 for the 5. You leave yourself a nice angle on the 5 back to the 6 through a little bit of traffic. Sounds easy, but we know it isn't. Draw one rail back below the 9. Oh, right in between them. Okay. The way he was aiming, I thought he was just going to make sure he got back straight back. He went through the traffic. Very nice. Now we just pull back out a little for the 7 to the side. Sold the car and not the farm. I like that. We just sold the truck. We're just getting a new one, right? Any of you guys watch tennis? Keep up with tennis, any? The scoring in alternate break and tennis scoring is a lot alike. Okay, back to 7-6. We're gonna give you the raffle cues.
Enjoy the show.
Please buy a raffle. That way I can buy some donuts.
Hey guys, it's TvMike. I've got a really special support raffle going. It's actually been going for a while, but I figured since I'm doing all this great content here that I'd probably get some more support. It's $2,000 choice raffle. It's about 80% of these cues that you see you could pick from, or you can trade up with the value. So it's a 100 spot tip board,
here.
1 for $20, 3 for $55, and 6 for 100.
Ball stuck in the
I have the tip board here. I can just put your name on the spots. You can use a Venmo, you can use a PayPal, and you can also use a Zelle, which I will show you the QR code, so it goes straight to my Zelle. Thanks for the support. Just scan this at any time. It'll
going for the early 9. Okay. 8, 7. 8, 6, I'm sorry. Bring Robbie back up the break.
All right, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord.
Okay, and Lee is coming back up. Robbie's coming back up the break. I'm sorry. Robbie is breaker. Yeah, we do. So usually the $2,500 ones, we do at the raffles at the bigger state events and stuff like that. We don't usually have too many $2,500 cues. But yeah, we do actually sell a lot of cues. The cues seem to go together. Like if people are selling cues as far as vendors, then they're selling cues, and if they're not, then everybody's not. We just spent a week with RK Custom, TvMike Custom, Mr. Carpenter. We was all out in Kansas, and since June, really nobody's sold cues. So, of course, it's that time of year again too. And of course, I'm answering TvMike of all people anyway. So. But every once in a while we do grab one, and it does sell. Some of the real high ones. We sold a, what was that, Mike? Like a $6,000 cue, $5,900 cue, 2 years ago. Delivered it on our way back to Jacoby to get more cues in Wisconsin. one of the snake cues. So some of them sit around for a little bit, but they do come in and out. Okay, can see, oh boy. This may have to be off the top rail here behind the 5. Could jump over the corner of the 6 or the 4. That's the 4 ball there, I believe. Turquoise, the one that I built, turquoise. He massays around, lays it behind the 5 nicely. Oh, I think I know what cue he's talking about. The turquoise cue, yeah. Awesome. I think. I don't know if you mean the turquoise colored cue or the one with the turquoise actually in it. I'd have to look at the video. Ain't that horrible? Went for the 2. Okay. So we're gonna give Lee a shot to get to the hill here. 2-7, a little bit of traffic. Mr. Billiard Net, don't you have something to do besides stalk me? I'm asking for a friend. LOL. I've actually done the epoxy burl work on a lot of the cues that we have right now. I did the epoxy burl here. We mailed it to Jacoby, and then they built cues. So we have, I think, between mine and another fellow's, there's like 14 or 15 more at Jacoby right now in process. That should be coming out in the next few months. But there's over 40 to choose from right now, so they go in spurts. Sell 4 or 5 in a row, and then you go for a month and don't sell any. Okay, Lee's missed this one and left the rack open now. Little traffic with the 3.6, but the 6 is a real big helper. I will say this about Mike, after knowing him for 6 or 7 years now. When it comes to the raffles, he's not a over raffler as far as price. You really want to get his go to burn him up. Take a $500 cue and raffle it for $1,500 or $2,000. He will be upset. He does not agree with that. One of the reasons that he does not do the open-ended tickets very often. I have talked him into doing it at some of the bigger state events, but like I said, that's when we do the $2,500 to $3,500 cues also as a feature cue. I did talk him into that a few years back, and he said it's a lot of work and da-da-da, and it is, but there was 2 of us. And then what I did is anybody that wanted to buy an arm length of tickets, I don't remember how many we came up with that, but it was like 16 or 20 tickets. I told him to message TvMike. So every time I'd go back to the table, he was behind the table laying on the floor writing somebody's name and phone number on tickets. It was great. I didn't have time to do it. I was walking around selling tickets in the room, right? Last year with the leg at Whammo, I ended up using an electric cart because of the leg. And it might be how I have to do it from now on up there. Walking fast and walking a lot is not in my future. Alright, run to 7 down. Pop back across. Just like that. I believe Nick Chris is tagging me on a flyer for Thanksgiving. Yep.
This is the winner's side of the tournament. And the sweet spot of the tournament right now, after we're down to the top 16 tomorrow morning. 11 a.m. here at the TV Arena. Jersey Girls Professional has a players auction on the top 16 and also an auction on the big footer. The 8 players in that as well. That tournament will start on Saturday with the 10-foot tournament inside the TV Arena with the 8 players. So if you want to get involved with that players auction, top 16, and the big foot players auction that starts tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. in the TV Arena. Jason, you are out there.
Well, I think we'll finish this match here. I don't want to be switching around the middle of a match like that. TvMike may have it on the other channel. I'm not sure who he was doing. I forget now. Carlos Piatto and Elliot Kachi and somebody else. For now, I gotta fix our score. There we go. tester on the 2 ball here. That's a 3 ball, 6 balls in the center. So the cue does pass the 6. 4 in the bottom corner here. Pretty big shot in the match. Get out of there. Oh my goodness. It's probably the biggest shot of the match for Robbie right there so far to get even. And we got the unfortunate roll to the side pocket. For Lee, he says, you got a roll earlier, now I got one. We're even. And this one didn't exactly help Lee here. Little long, little short. You take your pick of which way it went. Makeable from both sides. Now the cue has settled down for him. Little tester shot in the side, depending on the size of the pocket. I do not know what size pockets they're playing with down here. And I say that because they're playing the juniors, the semi-pro, everything on the same table. But I'll tell you what, if they're 4 1/8 pockets, the juniors and the semi-pros are doing a heck of a job. Because those are just pretty hard to play on. This comes back out nice for the 9. Okay, so that's going to put Lee on the hill. How about a 9?
Then here's our movie section where you can watch a lot of premium movie channels listed on the left. There's as many as you probably want to get your hands on. This section right here, not available in the trial, but it is available for the full license. It is the fights and wrestling and boxing and UFC, stuff like that. We've got all our major sports networks, packages, football, baseball, basketball, and all that kind of stuff. We have international channels. Check out the Latino section. Check out the Filipino section. There's an Indian section. There's probably...
Okay, Robbie is back up to break. So you need some rolls here. We've seen the break and runs. We've got a ball down. We've almost got a golden break again. Provided we can bank the 1 ball, I believe we're going to make a 2-9 with an early rack. And he can see the 1. It cuts right in. Taking his time. Good ideas in a situation like this. Focus on the ball. Put the 1 in the pocket. Stay out of the 7. You notice he went up table just a hair with that cue ball, just to be sure he didn't get coming downward and into the 7. A little bit of help left helps roll the ball in. So you went from this could be it, I've got a break, I've got to run a rack, to the 2-9 sat for me and I can see the 1. So now he needs another roll to stay in the match and also have another break at it. Lee Van needs to break, take care of the cue ball, and get through the rack. High pressure stakes, making it into the top 16. The single elimination draw. So for further advancement, Lee Van Cortez is going to break. Is the 6 going to get there? No. Okay, so we have a dry break. 3-5's got some traffic. Cue ball is hidden behind the 6 to see the 1. We now have the option to try to play the 1 or push. And I guarantee you Robbie Capito is going to make the best decision that he can in this situation. Some may push into the 3, separating the 3-5, playing the cue ball over behind the 2-8. He elects not to do that. He makes him a longer reverse angle shot on the 1. So now we have the opportunity to play the ball or give it back. The 3 does slide by the 5. It does pocket. And now we're going to play behind the 3-5. Almost hooking him in the corner. The guessing game of do I get it back, do I not is over. So now as all the marbles are on the table.
Update on the open pay for play. Right around 9:30, the side opposite of the food should all be open. And then as the foods on the other side will also be open. That's all grab the table.
Robbie taking his time here. Maybe let the announcement end.
All tables should be open later on this evening.
Honing in all his focus. Got a gonna swerve around the 6. He makes a big cut. Makes it back for the 2. Do not get on the 3. I think he's there. So he's played what he was left with. Has an opportunity now to take control of the table. Steer the cue ball to help him and make it his benefit for the next shots and get to the hill. Only real traffic is the 3-5. When the 3 does slide by, it's advanced over the 5 just ever so slightly much. And I don't believe he is locked on the 3 here. So we had the conversation earlier of the record between Feder and Lee. What about the record between these 2 guys? And we've got ourselves in the 9 ball here. Yeah, Billy was on the other stream there. Probably on YouTube, the one right next to the one you picked. Can't say you picked the wrong one though. This is a barn burner. Very nice shot. Almost goes over it, but almost don't count. I appreciate you, John Smith, and you are very, very welcome. We've left ourselves for the bank on the 4. Or he's going to have to play safe with a 9-8 score. We don't want to leave anything on the table with Lee being on the hill. And I believe I'm wrong. That is a 7 on the side rail. So the 4 ball is going up table to the top pocket. You're very welcome, Gandy. So there is no bank. Just a little discoloration of balls. I apologize, that is my fault. Drawing back for the 5, you gotta be careful. You don't draw into the side pocket, you don't draw into the 7, hook yourself on a 9. So we're gonna follow through. He plays it in the side pocket. Very interesting. They play these balls like that. He's got himself to the 5. But he's on the wrong side of the 5 now. Very possibly looking at playing over by the 7 and using the 9. That's awesome, Gandy. I've really enjoyed doing this match. I don't see or commentate these two players very much, so I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it watching it as a spectator alongside you, and also had the honor to commentate some of it. Okay, we did go to the 7 and play the 9. Again, jumping these are risky with it being on the top rail or along the rail. The cue ball could come off the table. You can end up on top of the 5 like he did on the 3 and get yourself a little funny. High risk play. Robbie definitely using his playbook, taking his time, making wise decisions, and really trying to stay in the match. Okay, where's it going to stop at? He's got him. We're looking at a kick in the side here. Or playing one rail. I don't think we're going to try to jump between the 8 and the 5. Or is it the, yes, the 8 and the 5. And the 6 is above the 8, between the Q and the 8, so... Very fortunate for Lee to end up behind the 8 ball here. Okay, we are coming one rail under the ball. And what's going to happen here is the 6 going to get in the way. I don't believe he has him fully hooked, maybe. So, very fortunate rolls going on here. We're going to come 2 rails. Watch the corner. Is it going to wire the 9? Andy, you're very welcome for the stream. I enjoy doing it as much as you guys enjoy watching it. That is the 9 ball, sir. That is not the 1. Q in the top corner. The 9 is below the 5. And I'm not exactly sure what size pockets. I'm guessing 4.5. Because of the fact that they're playing the juniors and the semi-pro all on the same tables. And with the way that they are pocketing balls, I can't believe they're 4 or 4.25 inch pockets. I could go through the rules, or you could, and possibly find out. If you go to the International Open website, all the rules are there, all the races are there. The brackets are found on Digital Pool. You're more than welcome to pay this subscription to Digital Pool, then you can switch to any camera, and also get the feature tables. Okay, went for the 9 here. Now, it looks to be enough room for the 5 to slide past the 7. With Lee being on the hill, he's going to take the best shot, best opportunity he can. I cannot blame Robbie for swinging at that shot. Really was not much else there. And we still have to get back to the 6, avoiding the 8 and the 9 after making the 5. Oh, well, there you go, Mike. A few bucks, 20 bucks or so, you can go down and be right there live all weekend. The prices for that is also on digital, or on the website. For the ringside seats, upper level, lower level. He says, I'm there. Oh, looks like TvMike has messaged me. Okay, so it didn't go. Okay, 2 rails back at the 5. So close, but again, you hit it with enough speed that it comes back center table. Oh, so you're there. That's kind of funny. You're there probably sitting at the feature table watching this table on your stream, or you're in your room. You're probably down at Omega's bar, actually. Tell the truth, Michael Smith. They announced earlier Omega was having an open bar. If you're at the event. Sponsored by Omega. That's a very courteous thing that they've done for the players. Maybe not the players, but for the spectators. Like a toy for us, like for pool players. The expo is the same way over at Philadelphia. I enjoy going over to that one and hanging out. Got some friends, local players, some juniors that I followed over the years. Had the opportunity a few years back. Mike and I stopped in there for a day on our way to do a program in New Jersey, which I commentated with Shane Wolford. Got to play darts with Fedor Gorst and Christina Tukach. I don't think she'd ever played darts before that. TvMike did quite a bit of commentary with Allison Fisher at that event. Darren Appleton, you name it, John Hennessy. Great event. Alright. I gotta think Robbie may try to jump this ball. got the cue on the rail almost, if not touching the rail. And that 7 is in the way. You may be able to use a lot of left and squeeze by, pushing the 5 up. But it is awful shaky in my opinion. That is not the 1 ball, Poncho. That is the 9 ball. Sure, come on up, dog. Cooper has joined us on the set. You're not going to be able to see the shot. We see the 5 still rolling. This is Lee's chance here to play out the set. And Poncho can see the 1 ball disappear at the end. LOL. I had to do it, I'm sorry. Somebody at home was thinking the same thing. Tell me I'm wrong. Six is in the center position on the left side. 7 by the right pocket. Oh, sorry, the 6 is at the bottom rail. The 8 is in the side left pocket. And the 9 ball / 1 ball is on the bottom right. Okay, Lee says I'm going to trade places here. This ball is definitely cuttable. And get a pretty decent leave on the 6. Robbie didn't like cutting the 5 and trying to get to the 6. He elected to play safe, put some distance in. You have to believe he's trying to get a little further down. He played the cue ball nicely, and here's the leave on the 6 for Robbie. Really need to get good on the 7. Don't want to have to play this 7 in a side pocket. Unless you get a really, really decent angle on it. So we're going to go 3 rails back up to the top of it. Actually caught the 4th rail. Very nicely done. Now you can get just below the 8. Just above the 8. Put the 8 on the side and get your 1 rail leave on the 9. Stop shot. You've got the good angle on it. Just to lay on the side rail now, but he'll come back out just a hair. 100% focus here to get on the hill by Robbie Capito. He has come back from, I believe, a 6-2 deficit. So we're going hill, and I believe it is Robbie's break. Am I correct? I'd like to thank our sponsors, the sponsors of the event, also the sponsors of the stream with NordVPN, Jacoby Custom Cues, brought to you by BilliardNet, and also the IPTV network. I believe Robbie is wanting to take a break here. I'm not sure they're going to let him. Can't hear what they're saying. And of course, somebody wants to call me and sell me insurance. I'm going to play the raffle again, and please buy your tickets. No, I'm not. I believe Robbie is standing there. Maybe Lee used the restroom? Can't tell if he's sitting there or zoomed in a little closer. But here's Robbie breaking. Let's say we don't go anywhere. Okay, we need something on the break, and it's down. We have the 6 down in the top right corner. We've got a shot at the one. Maybe not the greatest one, but we have one. Admit. Poncho. Now you can see the difference on the 1 and the 9. It is a little bit hard to see with the cameras that we have and the lighting. But keep your eye on the 1 this time. Well, that's what you get for thinking BilliardNet. No, we just got hill. Any idea what's up next there, TvMike? Do a little research for me. I looked earlier. Okay, Robbie's played the safe. He's gonna get covered up by the 9 ball nicely. I looked a little bit ago. I don't remember. I think there was some 730 stuff. I want to say it's in the semi-pro arena bracket. We will find something. If you know somebody in the semi-pro event that's still in, that's getting ready to play right now, this ball, oh my goodness, I thought it was going to the 1 in the side. If you know somebody that's in there, Michael, maybe you have a favorite since you're right down the street. we can definitely get you a match going. So this will be the last rack here, and we'll be able to swing to another camera. So if you've got a favorite you'd like to watch, now's a good time to let me know. Continue in the same stream with the semi-pros, with the juniors, whatever we got here. Before we restart. Myself. I'm going to be impartial, and I'm just going to hit the game over. No, I'm not. I'm going to put the stop sign for the money, because somebody gets some more of it. One of these players advanced to the top 16. I have to be impartial that way. Okay, one rail to two. It's going to come back to the 8. Is it going to get covered? It does not. Leaves a very difficult cut to the right corner. Going to the second rail, get off of it. One ball for one advancement. Most definitely both players deserve a round of applause in this match. If I could do it, I would give them both the gold medal, but I cannot. So now you have it. Lee Van Cortez has advanced. No, it will not get us cut off because we are on YouTube instead of Facebook. Now we did get cut off. Not sure what happened. There it's back. That's in Florida. Not much I can do with that one. Alright, let me play a commercial here. I'll go find us a match.
And let's
Special network for the Dazzin events.
I want to thank you all
We
for
got
coming
Canadian network. We got a favorite section, which I'll teach you how to use by just going into any channel, clicking on it, hold down the button, and it says add to favorite. Once you add it to a favorite, it's in this section over here, then you don't have to look for it anymore. Alright, so we're getting up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is TvMike. Check out our sponsors. Streaming TV service. We also have a VOD add-on, stands for video on demand, but I'm not even going to get into this here. It will be provided as a trial. Hit us up, send a message, check it out today.
I don't have Cash App anymore. But thanks for the support. Enjoy the show.
Okay, we got Robert Herbert playing Christian Daniels. That's at 9:30. 7:30. Trevor Dents versus Robert Sofa. Nick Osborne playing Clay T. Davis. Jesse Link playing Eric Hill. Manik Suri playing Justin Deaton. Ruben Supalevita playing Logan Poe. Brandon Hoffman versus Doug Johnson. Derek Eakins playing the Canadian Brazen Ace Manipula. William Abbott playing Jimmy Jennings. Rick Miller playing John Malachy. Victor New playing Warren Obbett out of Canada. Charles Marshall Jr. playing Joe Dyer. Ethan Smith playing Corey Sharman. Jim Burton versus... Oh, that's the end of it. Oh, there's another one here. Troy Dawson playing Allison Hardwick. Let me go to table 17 and check out Allison playing. There's not a lot of females in the event. The table is right next door. We'll give them a little of their time on the stream. What do you think? I will get this straightened up for you here in just a second. I think that's what we're going to do. There's a big 9 ball. Going to make the score 1-0 for Trey Dawson. It's going to make it 2-0, I believe. Okay, let me get a few things fixed up right here. Get my camera or my computer to react. Clean up. And it is 1-0. Trey. You're going to see your score flip like so. And there we go. So as they update the brackets now, we'll let you know when and what's going on. Brought you in the middle of the 7:30 p.m. match. We know the same bracket semi-pros will be at 9:30. Most likely finishing out the evening. Okay, Allison plays the safe. Allison seems to be just a smidge higher in Fargo rate with a 575 versus a 544. So Allison's made it pretty far in the tournament. How do I get rid of these emojis? That's how. I appreciate you all sticking around. Okay, Allison's missed the one here. So the semi-pro tournament, the rule was a 650 and under Fargo rate. And they are races to, oh, I gotta remember, 7, I believe. Okay, we've got the rack opened up now. 1 ball down. Allison had a chance here. 2 rails back out for the 3. She's gonna go 1. 4 on the bottom rail here below her. She goes up and down. She's gonna get out of the 5, 6. A little bit of a tester here. Walk the 4 across the bottom rail. Very nice shot. She's going to make it back down for the 5 on the side. I believe she can still get past the 6-ball. She may be hooked. See if she has enough to cut it in or maybe bring it back across. And we froze. That is down in Florida. So they will come back up or we'll have to reset them. Okay, give me a second here. I will work on this, see if I can get this to come back up. Okay, they have went down in Florida. We'll give them a few minutes here. Let me try to just completely reset the situation. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Okay, we've got them back. Back to the table now. I believe it was table 17 that we was on. Yes, we've gotten it back here. We apologize. Sometimes we got little glitches going. Okay, we're going to leave a pretty good tester on the 7 here. Again, please don't get upset. This is the lower division tournament, 650 and under Fargo. They are going to miss some shots. Do a tournament at Tommy T's now. We're hooked in the corner. And we're going to try to jump over the edge of the corner of the pocket. Not easily done, and it did not happen. I believe a one rail kick there would have been a smidgen easier for me. I don't understand the foreign language. I apologize. If he's asking did Lee Van Cortez win, the answer is yes. If he's saying great job, I agree. If he's cussing him out, I don't want to know. Is that fair? Okay, a little short on the 9 here. Buckle down. I believe she's going to take the bank She's gonna cut it, okay. Thought she was gonna bank that there for a second. But she got right down there on it. Now they will be racking their own. The referees are around in case they're needed, but they rack their own, so I will
All right,
show you
guys.
a short commercial.
We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
Okay, so it looks like it was Lee's rack, or tray, I'm sorry. I was stuck on the Lee match. Looks like it was Trey's rack and break. Big break. 4-ball down, cue ball finds a pocket. Very unfortunate kick there. So it's going to give Allison a chance here. No real traffic here. One to the two. She just plays safe on the 1. Puts it down with the 9. Tough 2-railer. Possible 1-railer. Watch the 9 ball. Okay. So now we got the 1 and 2 at the same end. The 3 is up top. The 4 is gone. 5 on the side. 6 on the right side rail. 7 on the left side. 8 on the right center. And the 9 right in front of the 1. She just plays safe again, puts him on 2 fouls, lets him know. So this will be the first one that I have personally seen of the match where someone attempts to actually 3-foul someone. He's got the hit. Okay, we're gonna get the draw coming up pretty soon. She says, okay, I didn't get the 3 foul, I'm gonna run out behind you. Okay, 9:30. Here you go. Tommy Toka versus Claudio Cacci. Max Lechner and Shane Van Boeing. Fedor Gorston, Elkin Cacci. Pius Labutis and Robbie Capito. Giorgio Sanchez versus Victor Zielinski. Billy Thorpe is going to play Martez Newson. Tyler Steyer is going to play Jason Shaw. So, take up the vote. There you go. Maybe I'll sell a raffle spot if I give them viewers choice. Kind of funny. Let's get caught up here. Man. Does everything need to refresh now? What happened on my computer? Oh, I bet you they restarted the, yeah, that's what happened. They reset the digital poll with the new brackets and the new, well, the bracket isn't up yet, but the matches are up.
Just about 15 minutes away for our final TV match. This evening is coming from the loser side of the bracket. It's going to be Mario He and Georgia.
Alright, we're figuring out what to do here. Looks like Mike is going to do SVB and Max Lickner. He mentioned me doing Jason Shaw and Tyler Steyer. Rob Roberts says, let's see how Fedor does with Kachi. You have a point there. I am a fan of Kachi on that team. Remember the first time I seen him play on TV, I'm like, who is this guy? Okay, it's scheduled for 9:30, so we will run this one here, and we will get you ready for a few matches. Keep your eyes out. I'm sure by 9:15 we'll know what we're doing. If not by the end of the stream, we'll make some decisions. We'll wait on some more votes. I believe we have approximately 600 or 800 viewers from what Mike was saying a little bit ago. So we should have more than one vote. Mike mentioned bringing Buffalo in for one of the matches, and I've done thrown a fit. Let me make a phone call real quick. Update your score before I disappear on you. 3-1. Trey is going to get the break. Well, both Kachis have kind of beat up on the USA team here a little bit, to tell you the truth. Give me 1 second. apologize, guys. It froze again, and I did not catch it. But we're going to give Allison a 4. I believe we're going to have Clint Hawkinson as a guest commentator, possibly, on one of the other matches. Mike's been running 2 streams when possible. It's one of them, you're talking on the phone, looking right at it, and not paying attention to what you're looking at, right? Okay, I'll pay better attention here. I gotta make another call. Okay, my buddy Dave's in the stream.
our standings, and the players are all the way downtown. And all the other matches will be starting at 9:30, but the match here will be starting at 2 as we get ready to start. Plenty of time though to get some seats. Also, if you want to shoot something tonight, we have some mini tournaments going on. And also, it's going to be open play starting right around 9:30 on the opposite side of the concession stand. Just get yourself a token, $5 for every half hour, $10 an hour. That's a great deal. If you can have your own table, play some games, warm up. And sometime this evening, tonight, we'll have all the tables open for you guys all the way to 6 a.m. in the morning. So we not to be confused with Julie Roberts, but anyway. Yeah, I might be the same person. You really hear this one, so let's go back to Julie. All right, just about 5 minutes away from post time here in the TV arena. Mario Heedy and Georgie Georgiana all coming up here in about 5 minutes. Before each match, I've been trying to get another person's hat in the ring to win the set of Airman tournament balls. We're going to give those away later on in the tournament, so you got to be here. But also, Ouchville gave these coolers that they have out there. It's shaft winner, cube cleaner right here. It's all natural. It's great on fire, carbon shafts, all of it. It's 100% natural, so I'm going to give this away to the winner as well. I want to see how well you all been paying attention to my announcement. I almost said my announcement. So here's the question. Tomorrow morning, right before they do the redraw for the top 16, there's going to be a player auction. All right, there's going to be a player auction for this and the midweek tournament. What time is that player auction going to take place? You already want to. Hold on, right up here. What time? 11. You guys, you weren't paying attention. Come on down here. Yeah.
All right, guys, this is TvMike. I'm cutting a new promo for my living room. It's not very high tech, but it does get the job done. So this is a demo of our sponsor's TV streaming service, which you can check out on your Android box, 4K Fire Stick, your phone, or any other Android platform where you can install an application. And I do have a list of them that you can check out. Everything on the 4K Fire Stick with Ethernet actually as the #1 choice. But let's get into it here. We have over 5,000 links that are optional up here. You can go through them and find them yourself. Here is some of the basic networks. I'm going to scroll through here. This is basically your extended cable channels. There's a lot of stuff thrown in here extra as well. I'm not going to play anything directly because it just takes too much time. So I'm going to try to cut this video down in 2 minutes. We go over here to US locals. These are your affiliates and statewide news and stuff like that. The list is very impressive. I can't say we have everything, but there's about 600 options in there for you to look at. We have the Canadian networks, we have the UK networks. You can watch billiards under Sky Sports pretty often. Here's our movie section where you can watch a lot of premium movie channels listed on the left. There's as many as you probably want to get your hands on. This section right here, not available in the trial, but it is available for the full license. It is the fights and wrestling and boxing and UFC, stuff like that. We've got all our major sports networks, packages, football, baseball, basketball, and all that kind of stuff. We have international channels. Check out the Latino section. Check out the Filipino section. There's an Indian section. There's probably pool on certain places. You got special network for the DAZN events. We got Canadian networks. We got a favorite section, which I'll teach you how to use by just going into any channel, clicking on it, hold down the button, and it says add to favorite. Once you add it to a favorite, it's in this section over here. Then you don't have to look for it anymore. All right, so we're getting up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is TvMike. Check out our sponsors, streaming TV service. We also have a VOD add-on, stands for Video on Demand, but I'm not even going to get into this here. It will be provided as a trial. Hit us up, send a message, check it out today.
Hello, pool fans, and thanks for checking us out from around the world, whether it's from your home or your living room. This is the greatest pool that you're going to want to see in Georgia